If you are struggling to keep a consistent morning routine because your schedule often changes and it's tough to stick to a consistent schedule, it's okay. This is completely normal. And just because every morning doesn't look the same, it doesn't mean you can't have a really great morning routine that is also consistent. You just need to know how to adapt it. So that's what we're tackling today.
Are you ready to stop the chaos, the stress, the overwhelm that's filling your life? I'm Renee Matt, and together you and I are going to build simple routines that are going to change your life. When you put these habits into practice, you're going to be able to organize your life in a way where you can be there for your family, pay off your debt, save money, your house can stay organized, you don't have to stress about what's for dinner, and you still get time for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Routine Advantage Podcast.
If you've been around here for a while, you know that the morning routine is so important to me. And if you are completely overwhelmed and you're struggling on where to start, I always will recommend the morning routine first because it's just such a grounding practice to be able to start your day with intention, with relaxation, with your priorities, so that you can show up as your best self the rest of the day. You're going to be able to serve others better when you are taking care of yourself first. That whole saying about pouring from an empty cup, you can't pour from an empty cup, and that is what your morning routine does is it helps fill your cup so that you can pour forth to others throughout the day. So it's not selfish. It is necessary to make sure that you are able to show up in life without feeling burned out. And it just gives you that kind of check in with yourself to make sure that you know what the plan is for the day and you can go forward in your day feeling really great. So, morning routine does so many things, but it also provides consistency. It helps to reduce your stress. It allows you to focus on your needs first so that you can show up for others as your best self. And it gives you that time to sit down and look at your plan for the day. But when we are trying to build a morning routine and we're struggling with consistency because every morning looks different, and if we can't get to our full morning routine, we feel like we're failing in some way. I don't want you to feel that way because there is going to be a time where you have the same morning routine day in and day out, and that's what works really well for you. And then you're going to have seasons of life where you are not going to have the same morning routine every morning because it looks different and your schedules change, things are happening in your life that it's just impossible to stay with the same morning routine consistently. But that doesn't mean that you don't need to consistently have a morning routine. Just because the actual routine itself looks a little bit different, it's okay. So, what we're going to look at today is how you can actually adapt your morning routine so that you can adjust based on a slow day or a busy day. Because if it's a busy day, you're going to have less time. If it's a slow day, you're probably going to be able to sit down for your whole morning routine, but you need to know how to adapt. So, number one, you first need to know what your personal priorities are for your morning routine. If you are building a morning routine that you haven't done the work to figure out if these are actually important to you, then your morning routine is not going to feel fulfilling. You need to sit down and just write down on a piece of paper all these different ideas of what feels good to you and test them out. See what feels the best, what is most important to you, and build your morning routine around that. Make sure that everything in your morning routine is something that is being done because it's important to you, not because other people are doing it, not because you've been told that that's what a morning routine should have, but because that is what you makes you feel your best each morning. If that is the only time you get to do anything for yourself all day long, what is it that you are going to be doing? And then the second thing that is that you need to know how to build your morning routine in a way that you do your most important tasks first. So this is in anticipation that if something comes up and your routine gets cut short, you have already done the most important things so that if it does get cut short in rare cases, we wanna make sure we're giving ourselves enough time and it's not getting cut, but if it does, we know that we've already done the most important things. We're not saving those to the end to potentially get cut off and not be able to get to those. So we always wanna make sure we're doing our most important things to us, our personal most important things. We're doing those first so that you can build your routine in a way that makes sense for your personal priorities. And number 3, you want to make sure that you kind of have an idea of a long routine and a short routine. And by knowing your personal priorities, this is going to help you build that because if you are putting things in an order and it's a long routine, then great, you've got a long morning routine for those slower days where you can sit and take your time and really feel good about your longer morning routine. But on those busier days when you need to cut it short, you can still stick to a morning routine. It's just going to be shorter and it's going to focus on those top priorities for you, the ones that are most important. Even if that's one thing that you can do in the morning because it's really busy, if it's an important thing to you, do that one thing. It can take 2 minutes, it can take 10 minutes, it does not matter. As long as it's important to you, that is what you are building the consistency with, and that morning, you will just have a shorter routine. So, being able to adapt on the fly or as you are looking ahead at your week, you might even know ahead of time, like, okay, Tuesday and Friday, I'm gonna have my short routine, and Monday and Wednesday and Thursday, I'm gonna be able to do my long routine. And you can look at that and have a plan knowing going into it what you're gonna be doing, and that helps so much. So I wanna give you an example. Say you have about an hour for your morning routine each morning, and that's what you have carved out. You get up an hour early before anybody else in your house so that you have a full hour to yourself in the morning. So let's say you like to walk outside for 15 to 20 minutes. You like to do about 10 minutes of stretches. You like to do a Bible study for about 10 minutes. You like to write in a journal for about 5 to 10 minutes, and you'd like to sit on the porch and listen to the birds while the sun rises. And that might take about 10 minutes. You just want to sit out there and relax, have some coffee, and just enjoy the morning. Now, all of these things sound really great, and that builds a really great morning routine. But when you look at this list, if this is your list, what is most important? So we need to see what our personal priorities are. These are all really important to us, but now we need to build the morning routine to do our most important tasks first, because then we can actually see what we're doing. So let's say we're going to prioritize it, and you're going to say, more than anything, you want to make sure you get a walk in. And that's gonna be the biggest, most important thing for you. So, your normal long morning routine is going to be you're gonna set up the coffee to brew while you go take a walk. And that's gonna be your priority, is that's the most important thing. You're gonna go take a walk, and while your coffee's brewing, you're walking, and then when you get back, you can pour your cup of coffee, you can go sit on your porch, and you're going to bring your journal and your Bible with you. So now you can go out there and you can sit on your porch with your coffee and your journal and your Bible, and you can sit out there for like 30 minutes and go through all of it, and then you can finish up by doing 10 minutes of stretching before you begin your day. That still gives you an 50 to 60-minute morning routine, but it's prioritizing what's most important. So that's your long routine. If you need to shorten that down, then you know that your top priority is that walk. That if you can only do 10 minutes of something, you know you can slip on your shoes, you can get outside and you can walk around the block, or you can just go down the road and back, or you can walk around your house a couple times, but you can go outside for 10 minutes and that's what's going to feel the best to you. And that's all you've got time for that morning. And that's okay, but that is going to be your default to your short routine. And then if you have more time, you can finish up your whole routine. Now, say another option is that your priority is your Bible. You want to make sure no matter what, you are getting your Bible study in. So you want to make sure that you are getting your Bible and your coffee and you are going out on the porch for that. So you can sit out there for 5 minutes, you can sit out there for 10 minutes, you can sit out there for 20 minutes. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you. that is going to be your most important task. So if you are doing a short routine and that is your most important task, then that's your priority. If it's a short routine, that's all you need to focus on. But say it's a longer routine, we're going to build it with that being the first task because it's the most important to you. So we're going to say you're brewing your coffee and you go out and you sit on your porch and you have your Bible and your journal. You're going to start with your Bible because that's more important to you. So you're going to start with your Bible and then you move into your journal. You're out there on the porch. Maybe you take some time to do your stretches now and then you lace up your shoes and you get outside and you go for your walk. And that is how you end your morning routine by going on that rejuvenating walk. You come back with energy and you are ready to start your day. So, that either option is going to be 50 to 60 minutes for your long routine, but your priorities are shifted a little bit different because you have to choose what is important to you. So, I hope that this gives you an example of how you can build a long routine and prioritize it so that you know what your personal priorities are and what is most important to be done first. And then look at your routine and sort out what is the long routine and what is a short routine. If you can only do one thing, what is your priority? And then that will allow you to adapt your routine so that you can stay consistent with a morning routine. It just might look a little bit different each morning. And it is okay to do that. It's the building the consistency and making sure you take the time for yourself so that you can show up better for others is what is going to be most important here. So, a really quick recap of how to adapt your morning routine on busy versus slow days is number one, you need to know what your personal priorities are. Number two, build your morning routine so that your most important tasks are being done first. And then number three, have in mind what your long routine is and have a short routine built to knowing what is your priority. What is that most important task if you can only get one thing done? So I hope that you take time to sit down and build your morning routine, even if you start with just one thing and know what is most important to you. Carve out that time because you are worth it. You need that time so that your day flows better. And that is going to be such a game changer in how you show up for the rest of the day and how you approach your family and your friends and your coworkers and anybody else around you. You're going to show up better for them by making sure that you take the time you need for yourself first. It's not selfish, it is actually very important. And you're going to show up to serve others better by doing this in the morning for yourself first. So I hope that you found that helpful, and I will catch you back here on the next episode.
Did you love that episode or learn something useful? If so, would you do me a huge favor? My goal is to grow this podcast and help as many women as I can break free from the overwhelm so they can truly enjoy their life. The best way for me to do this is for you to leave a 5-star written review on your podcast app and to share this episode with a friend or in your Instagram stories. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.